Today is June 8th, which means is Kanye's birthday. So in honor of his birthday, I'm gonna be ranking his whole discography, including Watch the Throne, Kissy Ghost, and Cruel Summer. Um, I know I'm going to piss a lot of you guys today with my ranking. So before you all get mad, I want you guys to let me know at the end of this video how you guys will rank his discography. This was actually pretty tough. Not gonna lie. Um, it was really hard to see some of these albums be put all the way at the bottom. Kanye West does not have a single bad album, so just because they're at the bottom, it doesn't mean it's bad. I don't think he has a bad album. His lowest score will honestly be a 7. If we're counting Cruel Summer, Watch the Throne, and Kissy Ghost, he has in total 13 projects that I'm gonna be ranking today. Yeah, let's just get started without further ado. Coming in at dead last, number 13. I feel like this one is a no-brainer. Cruel Summer. Yeah, it's a label album. So Kanye West isn't really like the main focus of this project, but he is in it for a good amount of songs, and the songs that he's in are all hits, are all great. There's not a single bad song that he is on. But yeah, that's number 13. Number 12. Now, this one is where I see a lot of you guys disagree with me. Number 12 is Jesus is King. Yeah, I put Watch the Throne over this one just because I feel like Watch the Throne has just a bit more hits and more songs that I do go back to. So that's why I put Watch the Throne over this one. But this is still a very overhated project too. Like there's a bunch of good songs on here. Although I do think this album could have been a lot better. I do remember the uh, rollout of this project. This project had a bunch of songs. Yay ended up cutting some songs off this project, and I guess we got what we got. Um, I'm not really complaining too much. It is a dope project. I do come back to some songs on this, not a lot, but it's just a nice listen. It's also a very short album too, so I could just play it from front to back without having to uh, honestly get bored of it. With that being said, coming in at number 11 is Watch the Throne. Honestly, some of these songs did not really age too well, like the sound of it. Um, but the songs that did. This album is just rich. Like that is what this album is. It's rich. Just Jay-Z and Kanye West bragging about their life that they're living. And it's dope that they made a collab project. And Kanye West really, I won't say he carried Jay-Z, but Kanye West really showcased why he is up there and why he is a good rapper. Some people like to dismiss Kanye West when it comes to rapping. If you go to Watch the Throne, I would honestly say that he pretty much outdid Jay Z. Coming in at number 10, we got Late Registration with Kanye West. I know a lot of you guys will get mad with this ranking, but hey, that's how I'll rank it. This one is a classic for sure. I do think it's a classic, even though it's so low in my list. I guess the reason why it's so low is just because I don't really play too much songs off this. I mean, the songs that I play like Hey Mama, Heard 'Em Say, Gone, sometimes Celebration, sometimes Late. But the other songs I don't really play as much. Gold Digger, I find that song to be overplayed, even though that song is a classic. I guess my only reason is I don't really play this album too much. That's why it's at number 10. Number 9 has to be Kids See Ghost. Some will say this is a classic, and I would honestly agree. This is a modern day classic. Uh, Consistent. There's not a single miss on here. I guess the only miss could be Free, but that song has grown on me as well. Uh, Honestly, there's not a single bad song on this project. Just 7 great tracks with Kid Cudi and Kanye West. Probably the best duo in hip hop and in music of all time. Honestly, sucks that they have broken up for now. Number 8 is The College Dropout, his debut album. Uh, Again, this is another classic with a bunch of classic songs on here that I don't get tired of. All Falls Down, Jesus Walks, Family Business, Through the Wire, Last Call. I honestly like this album more than Late Registration. I think it's the better one out of those two. Um, it's just a fucking amazing debut. This is the album that really set the stage for Kanye West, and it's even better if you watch the Netflix documentary. I feel like I really connected with this album so much more with the documentary. That's number eight. Number seven is Donda. I took some time to really listen to this when this album came out. I didn't know where I would put this in my ranking. I just knew that this album would be in the middle, but I wasn't too sure where in the middle. I think Donda being at number seven, right in the middle, is just perfect. This album I still play till this day. The whole rollout of this album really has a place in my heart. It's really sentimental, so that's why I have it so high, I guess. Donda feels like a more completed Life of Pablo, if that makes sense. And I do have Life of Pablo above Donda, but that's just because I do enjoy the songs on Life of Pablo more than I do on Donda. But yeah, there's a bunch of good tracks on here. I do think this album is a little bloated. If he would have cut down a couple of tracks, I feel like this album would have been higher up in my rankings. And I also don't like how he did the deluxe on this. That honestly pretty much kills um, what this album stands for. But hey, it is what it is. If I were to count uh, the deluxe, then Donda would be lower in my rankings. Number six is Yay. I do like this one more than Kissy Ghost. I know a lot of you guys would disagree with this, but I did find this just more enjoyable. Just nice seven tracks. No misses on here. Very short album, but that is a good thing because it leaves me wanting more. Um, and it also has a classic song on here, Ghost Town. Fucking beautiful masterpiece. But yeah, that's Yay. Coming in at number five. Now we're down to the top five. Coming in at number five is Graduation by Kanye West. This is another classic for sure. Kanye West was really ahead of his time with this project because some will say that Graduation feels outdated, but I don't think it feels outdated. It still feels like some of these songs will come out today. Flashing Lights, Can't Tell Me Nothing, I Wonder, Homecoming, a bunch of hits. Good Morning, uh, Everything I Am, The Glory, very, very underrated. Big Brother, a bunch of hits on this. This album really, I guess, it really cemented Kanye West as a superstar. Honestly, he really showed that he's more than just a rapper and a producer. He was a artist with this album. And yeah, I don't have anything bad to say with this project. I guess the only miss is Barry Bonds, but that song kind of is starting to grow on me. Number four is The Life of Pablo. Um, what can I say? This used to be my number three. As of lately, I've been playing an album a lot, and it really rose up in my rankings. So yeah, number four is The Life of Pablo. The album is everywhere. For what Kanye was going for with this, I feel like it makes sense. There's a bunch of songs that I still play till this day. Famous, Waves, Real Friends, St. Pablo, Ultralight Beam. There's just a bunch of hits on this project. There is also a couple of misses, but the highs outweigh the lows on this project. And it also came out in 2016, a great year for music. It also has a place in my heart as well. So now we're down to the top three. Uh, Number three is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This is his best project, without a doubt. Like, if we're really talking about his best project, then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is his best. Kanye really shows you why he is the GOAT on this project. He really tried his best, and when he tries his best, he does his best. Like, this is one of the best, if not the best album I've ever. Actually, it's not the best album I've listened to, but it's definitely one of the best albums I've listened to for sure. There's a bunch of great songs, a bunch of hits. Runaway, Devil in a New Dress, Gorgeous, Dark Fantasy, So Appalled, Monster, Lost in the World, All of the Lights, a bunch of hits on this project. I mean, what can I say that it hasn't already been said? With that being said, let's get down to my top two favorite albums of Kanye West. Number two is Yeezus. This album has grown on me a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot because this album used to be my least favorite and then it used to be at the bottom. And then as of lately, it's just been, whew, I finally understand. I finally get it. The only miss I would say is still I'm in it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that song grows on me. Send That Up is a song that I didn't really like at first, but now it's one of my favorite songs for sure. That song is just amazing. And this album, the whole concept of this project is fucking brilliant. It's something that more artists should like do. There's just a bunch of great songs on here. Blood on the Leaves, Black Skinhead, On Site, Guilt, Trip, Bound 2, Send That Up, New Slaves, Hold My Liquor. Oh my god. There's just a bunch of hits on this. But it's not my number one. My number one obviously has to be 808s and Heartbreak. One of my favorite albums of all time. It's definitely top three of my favorite albums of all time. This album really influenced a lot of people. It's a classic. I'm not sure if a lot of people would agree with me on this, but it's a classic. A lot of new artists got influenced by this project. Although I can't really play this album a lot because I have to be in a certain mood, it still hits every time I come back to it. Say You Will is one of my favorite songs of all time. Kanye West really is one of the only artists that could do a song like Streetlights. Like I never seen anybody do a song like that. Welcome to Heartbreak, amazing. Heartless, amazing. Amazing is amazing. Paranoid, Love Lockdown, Coldest Winter, a bunch of hits. But yeah, that's my number one. That's how I would rank Ye's discography. Let me know down below how you guys will rank Ye's discography. Down the line, I'll do more discography rankings for other artists like The Weeknd, Daniel Caesar, Kid Cudi. But yeah, that's how I will rank Ye's discography. Kanye West is really the go. He's my favorite artist for a reason. He has a great discography. Nobody else could beat him at this, honestly. That is it for today, and until next time.